Let's commence the FringyGaming Awards with that big surprise category I was cock-teasing you with last week. We're going to start this series of videos with a category most gaming channels and publications don't tackle, probably because they don't want to burn their bridges considering the majority of those fucks are in bed with PR agencies. But I've already burnt my bridges when it comes to actually contacting anybody in the industry, so fuck it. And you know what? Fuck these guys too, because we're talking about the worst gaming publisher of 2014. The way anybody who isn't in complete denial would tell you, 2014 was not only a bad year in terms of games, but the gaming industry took a fucking nosedive this year. We saw a multitude of publishers just jump the fence and try to fuck us with their giant floppy AIDS-infected cocks, which they somehow managed to get away with for the most part because many gamers just accepted it. And so many gaming channels or websites simply ignored the issue because people seem to believe the industry is sunshine and fucking lollipops. Yes, that's where I come in and shatter that illusion faster than a fat girl would shatter Emma Watson's pelvis during vigorous fucking. I must admit that I had quite the pool of candidates to choose from when I was determining who would take the top spot. I contemplated giving it to WB Games for the pre-order bullshit they've been pulling with their upcoming games, but those games aren't releasing until next year, so I couldn't really give them an award for acts I haven't done yet. But of course that means they're all the more in the running for next year. People probably thought I'd be declaring EA king shit a turd mountain this year, but they haven't really done anything this year besides announcing EA Access and implementing microtransactions into games I don't care about. That, and they've kind of improved over last year, though that's like saying Mussolini is better than Hitler. No, there was one company that really stood out this year, a company I liked a few years ago. Fuck, I used to say this company was one of the better publishers in the industry. Sure, they pulled some lousy shenanigans on occasion, but on the whole, they released some quality games and didn't fuck us over nearly as much as they have been this year. This company not only failed to deliver on the promises that they made, but worst of all, they treated all of us as though we were fucking morons who didn't understand simple concepts like frame rates and resolutions. You guys probably know who I'm talking about. The worst gaming publisher of 2014 is Ubisoft. Let's start with the games, shall we? Ubisoft showed that they still hate PC gamers with god-awful ports for Watch Dogs and Assassin's Creed Unity that ran like absolute dog shit on even PCs that are leagues more powerful than the consoles. Far Cry 4 was better than those ports, but it still wasn't good in that regard. This is of course ignoring how buggy AC Unity was, and there was no excuse for that game's shit state at launch. That game should have been delayed, but I guess it wasn't good enough for the investors, so they thought benefit the few, fuck the many. Oh, and thanks Ubisoft for saying you don't like DRM, only to turn around and make Uplay even more intrusive and shit. For fuck's sake, for a few days I thought you were gonna pull your games from Steam and force gamers to buy all your shit from Uplay, just like EA did with Origin. You claim to hate DRM, yet you have the most draconian DRM in the entire fucking industry. But worst of all, you treated us as though we were 5 fucking years old. I thought it'd be a good idea to say stupid shit like... You thought it'd be a good idea to say stupid shit such as 30 FPS is better than 60 FPS in action games, or 30 FPS is more cinematic. Better yet, when you decided to have console parity in place for AC Unity to, from your mouth, prevent arguments, you turn around a day later to say something that completely contradicted your first statement as if we have short-term memory loss. You couldn't just shut the fuck up. Instead, you opted to keep on digging until you fell straight into the core of the earth. You fucked up big time, Ubisoft, and that's why you're the worst gaming publisher of 2014. I plucked a turd earlier today. I'll ship it to you as a trophy, you stupid fucks.